We put in the farms our chickens, our hens, sheep, different type of animals, and we have trees. They produce medicine there. Now, here's the harm, is that you are giving the same item to the patients that we are expecting to cure their diseases or their illnesses, but we are giving them a death. No one could stop that. That's number one. Number two is that those counterfeit medicine are a medicine which is not produced at the factories, which is there is no quality control, there is no bioequivalence, there is no proper traceability program, there is no stability for the humidity and the temperature. Nothing is there. Although there are some non-allowed chemicals has been added to produce that medicine, which it means those are toxic. Now, I'm giving the toxics, tablets or capsules to the patients. This is the difference between originated medicine and the counterfeit. It's very easy. Now, are you able as a pharmacist to differentiate or discover which one is real or which one is counterfeit? You can't. I saw the photo from a company called Serono. Serono is one of the big companies that produce innovative medicines. Although I could differentiate between the originated and the counterfeit without writing fake or originated. You could do that slightly, but believe it or not, all the cases which has been seized by us or by the rest of the countries, you cannot differentiate even if you are a pharmacist. Unless if you test that drug or you have a professional people which they are specialized in counterfeit medicine. And therefore, we had a program in the Emirates that we have something called pharmacovigilance. I'm quite sure that you are studying pharmacovigilance. There is pharmacovigilance, hematovigilance. There are the vigilances of different specialties now. Now, pharmacovigilance, which it means that we insisted in having pharmacovigilance officer at each single factory based in the UAE, each single medical store which they are importing, re-exporting medicines, and each scientific officers would they do represent the international pharmaceutical companies in the Emirates. The number is 57 so far, 53 so far. And therefore, those officers, they are specialized in differentiating between counterfeit and non-counterfeit medicine. I will start now my presentation. That was only the beginning. Now, 99.8% of the audience are females here. And you are the one who support, you are a personnel who supports very much Chanel, LV, Gucci. I do go with my wife to buy for her and my children, therefore I know the brands. By the way, I can differentiate between counterfeit bag and the originated one. I can do that. Whenever I go with my wife to any of the malls, and while we are walking, immediately I'll tell my wife, see this lady, the bag is not originated. I do that. I can differentiate even the watches. Yeah. But that's easy, by the way. Now, you as the ladies, you can carry a counterfeit bag or fake bag. It's very cheap. You buy a bag, Chanel, cost you, or Hermes, there is no less than 32,000 dirham. I know even the prices. Chanel, there is no bags, nice one, medium size, less than 15,000 dirham. LV is a little bit cheaper. Gucci is a little bit cheaper. But there is no problem if you will carry that fake bag, by the way. It will affect your health. Even a dress, counterfeit dress, you buy it through the website. It will affect your health. The watch, nothing. The most dangerous things is the medicine. The counterfeit medicine really harms the human's life. Therefore, whatever you do in life, try to make sure that you are the one who protects the human's life by differentiating between counterfeit medicine and the non-counterfeited medicine. That's very important. Now, 10% of the total value of the pharmaceutical market is fake medicine or counterfeit medicine. This is as per the statement of the World Health Organization, which it leads to the death for the patients. And the market value of counterfeit medicine, it's 85 billion US dollar. It's not easy, by the way. Now, unfortunately, forgive me to say this, all of us, we are a health professional. None of us are admin. Medicine and pharma and medicine and drugs, it's became mafia, really mafia. Now, do you know the people they used to sell opium and the rest of the traditional drugs? Now they shifted from selling traditional drugs to selling what? Controlled medicine, like tramal, chemedrine, tramadol, Lyrica, and so on, so on, so on. Why? You know the reason why? I do a sort of brainstorming for you, or I do say always brain stimulation. Why? Why they shifted from the traditional drugs to the medical drugs? Dr. Khan, I'm examining your students. No, see. I need someone, see, don't shy. May you have the answer and say it. Do mistake, you learn. You don't do mistake, you don't learn. Yes. Loudly, please. That's right. But there is some other issues behind. Number one, you have an easy access to those drugs. Opium, you don't have an easy access to it. Is it or not? Number two, legalized. That's right. You could sell, you are selling medicine. Number three, much cheaper. You are right. Number four, you could take it with you wherever you go. Take it in your handbag. No one could tell you anything unless you have in a commercial quantity. Number five, the demand is becoming very high. Number six, you can use it while at your home. You can use it in the front of your parents. If they ask you why, tell them, I have a headache. They are not doctors, they cannot recognize what is this. There are many reasons behind. And the income is becoming more because the demand is increasing. And in business and trade, we say the more demand, the higher income, even when your profit is lower, because the demand is higher. And therefore, this is what's happening. It's becoming mafia, by the way. And here, what we do say, that this counterfeit medicine kills 1.2 million people worldwide, every year. See how much it harms the people. Although the market value of selling fake watches, or bags, or the others, it's more than 85 billion US dollars. It's more. But the effect is not there. Effect is here. It's the medicine. You are killing the people. 1.2 million people are dying every year because of the counterfeit medicine. Now, by the way, this is indicated and reported by the WHO from the developed countries like Emirates, Gulf state countries, Europe, America, Australia, Singapore, and the others. Do you know that I do consider that the number 1.2 million, I can multiply it by 5 or 10? Because you never know what happens in the African countries. And I will show you the photos, how much the African countries, unfortunately, the South Africa, they are selling counterfeit medicine on a big market. That similar that you go to the mall or you go to the traditional market, you buy chocolates. I will show you how the people are buying drugs as a chocolate. And therefore, counterfeit medicine really, it's a high value market and it kills more than 1.2 million people every year. And here comes the dangerous of the using of counterfeit medicine. Now, what usually those smugglers concentrates, or the producers of the counterfeit medicine concentrates on the drugs which is, it's a high demanded. What is the drug which is high demanded? The drug for the, number one, for the chronic diseases, hypertension, diabetes, high cholesterol. The drugs for the cancer cases, which is very expensive. And the top of it, for the erectile function disease, for the men. And now, by the way, they produce for women. Do you know that there is Viagra for women? Who knows? Nobody knows. No, you know, mashallah. You are updated. There is pink color. Has not been registered worldwide, only in the state. Small volume has been produced and marketed. Very small volume. Now they will trigger even the females, unfortunately. And unfortunately, the market of those drugs is very high value worldwide. And what else? The most important now, they are triggering females. The drugs for obesity, anti-aging. Each single lady worldwide, they look towards the beauty, slim body. I swear for God, you will get the beauty and the slim body by exercise, proper diet, healthy lifestyle, praying. Praying is sort of exercise that you have a good connection with your holy Allah. And number 5, what's number 5? You live in a non-polluted country, like an Emirates. You don't need to go to eat much, don't do exercise, sit always without any practices, you don't have healthy lifestyle, you eat the junk food, and later on you say, okay, I have a drugs that it could make me slim. It will not, it will kill you. Finally, I will say, what's the market of those counterfeit medicine and those food supplements with a medical claim for the obese or for diabetes or for the anti-aging? The source of the market is the websites, the social media. Unfortunately, the social media practices is being developed to help the humanity, but unfortunately is being used or misused by the people to kill the humanity and to kill the people. Now, the most market of selling